Hello and welcome to episode 6 of my GDF insane playthrough. Let's go and see what the GDF leaders have to say.
Commander, well met. I'm told you're the one who reacquired Iceland.
I guess.
Congratulations. You must be very proud.
I guess.
The GDF Council of Directors would like to extend its appreciation for your efforts. The figures we've seen are impressive. And it is because of this that the Council has voted to requisition your services for an important mission. Colonel Fisher has already been briefed. You'll be conducting a search and rescue operation in a major civilian center. The region has long been sympathetic to the Tempest dynasty and will soon fall under GDF purview.
Okay.
We want someone with your flawless reputation to sweep the city for those who are hurt and in need. Show the world the benevolent, humanitarian face of GDF. Not as a military might, more a protector. This will...
Director, if I may...
Excuse me, Commander.
This will be more well discussed during...
Commander, the Council needs you to mobilize immediately. Oh, and I need to inform you of the possibility of remaining Dynasty presence. If you do see any, you are authorized to abolish them in whatever ways seems most appropriate.
I do find it kind of funny the way that they talk and they act, where it's like, yeah, we're just going to go and take control of you. Fisher can't really do anything about it. We've told him this. And it's somewhat funny that they're saying, like, we want you to do a search and rescue. Well, we have to rescue very little and actually bomb enemies a lot. As well as that, the council member just interrupts them and is like, if I may, for a moment. And it's like, oh, I have important information about this mission or area and things you need to do, which, as I tried to say, in the Dynasty will be a bit more told about. I really like the feeling that it gives, and especially if you understand some things from the Dynasty campaign, how it connects. It's also really nice how the Dynasty, or the GDF leaders are still hidden in this video, like they're trying to be secretive. As well as that, it will fall soon under our control, so you're helping these people from the Dynasty. Even due to the Dynasty might actually be treating them better, we're saying we're going to conquer this land and they'll be happy. So, for the Doctrinate, Armored Commands. This basically means that bunkers now have comms, and comms is bigger. So, what are we going to equip? Infantry site. We're going to go and steal the Dynasty. Going to go and take this laser, which I wanted to actually equip, well, I think 2 missions ago or something, and I didn't. And then we're going to go and just test 1, because it was also useful, and then there was something from 2, which I wanted. Might as well just go for infantry repair. So, what is the briefing?
This city has been destroyed in the conflict with the Dynasty. Initiate search and rescue for civilians in the area and transport them to the city hospital. Be cautious of any remaining Dynasty activity.
Well, it's a bit more than that, sadly enough. Hunter tank, MCV. Yeah, they don't look too good, as somebody else also said. They look a bit too plasticky. Yeah, that will more or less happen to their, Havocs, as soon as we got them marked. I love sort of like the military feeling where it's like, hold it, boom, 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 enemies destroyed, move along. Yeah, the tanks, they don't look too pretty during this cutscene. They really miss that sort of feeling of realism. They just look kind of silly. We're skipping this one. Oh, look at what we all got. Pretty nice, right? Yeah.
Receiving you loud and clear, Command. Some of our scientists are being held on the base up ahead. We're here to pick them up. That base looks heavily fortified. See if you can find us a way in. We could use a riot van or sky crane as transport. The hospital's in a pretty defensible position. We can bring the civilians there for triage.
I do find it kind of funny how this mission talks about the things that you have to do, but then in reality it's like, not really. It's like, yeah, there's a big ass operation and you have to go and save many civilians and things. And then in reality it's like, no, we have to go and save these people, and then there's a bunch here and a bonus here or something. So it's like, oh boy, that's a lot to do. Not really. Also, it's kind of funny that our barracks is here, even due to its seconds as a bunker, so we could have better had one here. Now, let's just go and build a barracks here, and a barracks here. Also, I don't feel like dealing with attacks from the back, so let's go and take care of you then. Why don't we? Yeah, this is destroying the bridge. Oh! That actually works. And we get intel for it? Wow. That's actually kind of nice. So now we can also reposition him. So he's closer to the fight. I don't really know if we actually need assault gunners for this, considering the fact that our good old trebuchets are going to go and, well, basically pound their faces in.
Where do you want me? Launching scramble. Unit ready. Cancelled.
Yeah, you can get.
Got your comms here.
Also, now our barracks are providing comms, but not only are our barracks providing comms, our, whatchamacallit, our comms officer is also providing comms, but sadly enough, comms doesn't have that. Also, you can kind of see that the trebuchet bombardment is being rather weird. This is sadly enough the case because trebuchets, well, do something where they will go and mark a unit and therefore gain more range, but if the unit dies, that effect disappears, so then it becomes kind of like yick. So the bombs really do start to go and miss their target. Which again is somewhat sad. But it's just the way that, well, the unit is currently programmed. The Tempest artillery does the same thing, by the way, if you're wondering, so... Oh, maybe. Also, I used the scrambler. I used, yeah, the scrambler's effect.
Enemy assault incoming.
Well, so this will always happen. This is also a spawn wave, so you can't really stop it. And therefore it will always... Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Trebuchet! Oh boy. Yeah. Damn, that was really bad actually. Hello? Can you go to tank form and beat his face up for me, please? Wow, they actually have the vision range to see this?
Engines engaged. You bet.
Well, that's not very nice of them, that they have the vision range to see that.
Need an assist?
I would rather have to be wrong.
Trailer craft reporting.
Well,
Sure, any hands?
let's go and get the third one. Also, there was probably an attack here, which we didn't really see because of, well, me looking somewhere else, so... I guess I can then do this. Also, rather than assault gunners, I think that here, because we don't really need to slow off the assault gunners. We could probably go and use another unit. Yeah, I knew you three, so
Commander?
we can probably use field scouts here then.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training.
And then we'll just do that, and then we'll use the marking from our good old friend,
Constructing.
the laser turret.
Where you want me?
I don't know yet. Guess you can go and build an infantry soldier for me. Also, we've unlocked the drone muler. The drone muler is pretty cool, but he's really simple, I would say as well. He doesn't do too much. He does have well, drones that fire cannon shells in AoE, which
I can go there.
are pretty nasty.
Heading out. You picking him up, command?
Also, there will be one attack from below here, and for the rest,
Engage.
yeah,
Launching scrambler.
the enemy won't ever attack from here again, so
Unit ready.
Need an assist. Kicking away.
as long as we have a decent mobile force, we'll be fine.
Receiving. Sentinel dead.
Engineering.
Wait, you're here. Oh.
Sir? Huh, I like it.
What was I planning to do with you? Because here's an engineer, here's an... Okay, so I did get you just to go through those.
Combat ready.
Our base is under attack.
But that's also the cool part about the engineer in there, because he will heal, well, the structure for free.
Constructing.
Yes, command. Also, let's go and get some defenses here first.
Situation. Explosives. Acknowledged.
Ah, damn it, we already lost him.
Where's the fire? I can go there.
Yeah, these vortex are just so tanky against explosives.
Cruising over.
Which means the trebuchets are, well, more or less going to go and be countered by them.
Targeting enemy bomb. Sure, heading out.
Construction
So they were slowed and then they died.
constructing.
But vortex are not that tanky against frickin' cannons, so... That's why we have those. More power plants, please.
Back on the road. Repositioning. Siege munitions. I have the gun. Taking aim.
Yeah. Let's go and take you out. Also, this thingy here, this is designed/created in such a way that
You got
the
it.
enemy units can constantly spawn there because you cannot block it with structures. Pretty well thought out if you think about it.
Complete.
Yeah, we should also go and build one there soon, yes.
Cancelled.
Yeah, this is what happens when you don't, well, focus a lot on money.
You bet. Kicking away. Engines engaged.
Become poor in this game. Also, you can kind of see it here, because here's also more or less a spawner.
I can go there. Engines
Our
engaged.
base is under attack.
Kicking away. Receiving, Commander. Roger.
Construction complete.
I'm here.
Sir?
Run, please. Oh, shit. I selected the wrong thing there. And now he's dead.
Efficient funds.
Or hammer tank. Wait, what? I thought the idea was that units inside could not kill a unit.
Training.
So I guess units outside can burn infantry inside. I thought that was safe from flamers.
Running interference.
One of the things is I don't really remember if the enemy has many flamers though on this mission. That's, I guess, a good thing. That means my infantry isn't going to be burned out. Also, I should have gone here and gotten
Unit ready.
expansion earlier.
You like my gun?
Yes, I like you for slowing things
Unit
down.
ready.
Ah, yes, they're finally through my stupid defensive line there.
Commander? Sir, yes, sir.
All cancelled.
Yeah, let's just go and do that.
Ready, sir.
And you can temporarily, or more like permanently, go inside there.
Unit ready.
Ready. Operator.
Also go and have a bit more hunter tanks. As long as he stays safe, it's fine.
Construction complete.
So I guess I'm not in the best of moods today. Hooray. Hooray, hooray. Also, I find it rather annoying that the yellow power meter is like, oh yeah, you're doing very well on power, rather than,
Where do you want?
I don't know, green.
I can go there. Sure, heading out. Kicking away.
Yeah, that's just a personal issue.
I can go there.
Boy.
Sure, heading out. Cruising over.
Oh, do you see this slowpokeness?
Construction complete.
That's all because
Engines engaged.
one unit decided to go and hit us, and that's called the assault gun.
Chaff away. Cruising
Here, you have
over.
some tempest shaft as I run away.
Sure, heading out.
We'll be capable of seeing if enemy units have taken damage there or not later.
Unit ready.
Sadly enough, you also cost money in this version.
On your command.
In the multiplayer version, they don't even cost money anymore, they just cost intel. And on one mission, that's also the case, so it's like, lol.
Running interference.
Yeah, I'm just putting you two in. Well, actually...
Unit ready.
I'm listening.
Okay, good.
Anywhere you say.
Good thing that you listen.
Closing ground.
Away we go. We're here.
I want you to go over there with the harvester, because now we can go and prevent enemies from attacking us here.
Constructing.
And we'll just do this and then that. Also, please pick up the crates for me if you don't mind.
Enemy assault incoming.
So, the enemy assault command means that the enemy is going to go and spawn units here as well as here. As well as,
Constructing.
well, sometimes even somewhere else.
Ready to disrupt. Where are you moving?
Construction complete.
You bet. Trebuchet ready. Harvester here.
Construction.
So, this is why I personally like the laser upgrade that I have.
Harvester is under attack.
I've got what you need. Blinking up. Too easy.
Construction.
Field scout out, you in,
Infantry.
and unit live.
Our harvester is under
Oh boy. I guess I don't have enough anti-air here. Right.
construction complete.
Now I need to build another field scout because my comms officer, I don't want him in there. Oh boy, I do want him in there now. Jeez.
Construction complete.
Spawning him straight into artillery. Bad position.
Constructing.
Well, that went bad. We can only get the trebuchet, but that's okay. Because the only other thing we cannot get right now are drone officer or our drone assassin and the, well,
Construction complete.
command drone unit here. But we do have the Condor bomber, which is also kind of interesting. It's very simplistic in design and how it works, but it does the job. Oh yeah, also my infantry just heal over time as long as they exist.
Construction
Yes,
complete.
yes they do.
Researching.
First, let's get the specialist pod. Now, let's go and make some drone mulers.
Training. Insufficient unit is under attack.
And you can see why I don't like trebuchets sometimes, because they decide to go and say we can bombard our own troops. Also, look at this. Craziness. Oh boy.
Insufficient funds.
Oh boy.
Vehicle reporting. Acquired.
Unit ready.
Jeez. This is actually quite a lot of tanks. It's not like it's going to be too bad to handle, but... Jeez.
Got a job. Stand
Yeah, you may now go and harvest again. Yeah, okay, 3 here, yes.
Heavy
Correct.
infantry reporting.
Yeah.
Gun in the air.
Guess I've been hitting a wrong button somehow then.
Ready.
Where's the fire?
I know what a fire is, but I do know that I like...
I'm here. Shall I patch you through?
Charged and shielded.
yeah, there aren't too many air units actually on this mission, so... we could actually do that. I mean, there are some air units on this mission, don't get me wrong.
Standing by.
Drone mulers don't have any anti-air weapons, nor marking capability, but that's what we have the comms officer for. Yeah, no. You can scout with the sniper if we want to. And then we keep the whole thing healed up with the riot medic. I've called him the riot commando so many times. Also, this guy is heavy, so he cannot be crushed by vehicles. Also, he's pretty darn strong against vehicles.
Unit lost.
Moving out.
Damn it, that's a harvester we just lost. Yep, we went from 5 to 4, which you can see up here.
Ready for orders. On your command. Charged and shoot.
Unit ready. Training. Insufficient funds.
Ah, now you...
Operations.
Unit ready.
Got a job.
Yeah. Move it.
Say.
Unit ready.
Also,
Running interference.
which is really nice, the enemy decides to go and have assault gunners down there, so our units are going to be slow.
Engines engaged.
And by that I mean that's not very nice, actually. Hooray. Also, I need to go and build some trebuchet artillery there.
Sure, heading out.
Trebuchet artillery. Just go.
To base.
Just go there.
Reporting. Rifle.
Unit ready.
Moving out.
Let's also give you that.
Electronics shielded. You bet.
Specialist under attack.
Yes, specialist indeed under attack.
Insufficient funds.
Sniper. Because these guys... Oh, no. Wrong soldier. This guy has snipe. Which makes him pretty nice.
You need me?
So we got cannon and snipe and we got a lot of money.
Where you want?
Unit ready.
On. Okay.
Cruising over. Engines engaged.
Okay, so guess we got some money left. Not spending money more on building offensive troops, so let's go and build some defenses then. I know this was kind of overkill, but hey, it's better to go overkill than underkill, right? Because underkill is going to go and get you lose the mission, but overkill is not.
On call.
So, let's actually also go and put everybody a bit in control groups.
Construction complete.
You're going to be one. You're always selected.
Carrying the signal.
Construction complete.
And this is why trebuchets can be kind of bad. They can go and shoot yourself very, very easily.
Shield and Caduceus.
Sentinel, go and help me.
Stat. Get back.
Construction complete.
Oh yeah, the comms officer has the anti-rocket thing.
Understood. Holding ground.
I do kind of feel bad for the enemy.
Suppressing.
Because this army is going to go and be kind of nasty to them. You guys are kind of just destroying all of their infantry as long as you mark the infantry. It's kind of makes me wish that there was an easy way of marking for like infantry that didn't require you to constantly just go and have a high APM. You know, if that was the case, this army would be so much, well, lesser skilled as well. Also, my troops just heal by themselves, so it's like extra nasty actually. Also, we can use the sniper to go and scout if we want to with this army.
Stay out of sight. Taking new position.
So,
Constructing.
one. Ah. Also, you do need to look out with the sniper because the sniper can get easily run over by vehicles. Oh.
This shield's too tough. Get back.
Enemy assault incoming.
Not great. More of those stupid choppers are going to go and come over.
Confirmed HQ. Holding ground.
Yeah, my infantry doesn't auto have comms yet.
Stay right there.
That's a later upgrade.
Complete. Our harvester is
Then partially the comms officer becomes kind of useless.
specialist under attack.
Yeah, no, specialist is under attack.
Next location. Tempest shells mounted. Deploying. All zone located.
It is kind of funny how the range is, well, I guess in that sense, busted. But the reason that the range is busted is because they already have like the extra range of the marking added, but in reality they don't.
Construction complete.
Oh, hooray! My friend the porcupine with its great double kill capabilities.
Hold it there. Get back. Patch yourselves up.
This is really why I don't like the porcupine as a unit sometimes, because it sees me down here, it kills me down here, and it does it easily, and you can't do anything about it. It's not about running away, because the missiles that are fired are going to go and hit you regardless. So that basically means you just lost a unit because the enemy had a trebuchet. Or trebuchet, porcupine. I don't necessarily personally find a fun mechanic, but that's just me, because I don't really like it to go and lose units and feel like it's out of my control. Like, if it was my bad micro, if I chose to go and engage wrong, not a problem. I mean, that's a skill issue, I would say. But when it's like, oh yeah, you tried to do your best, but you just couldn't. Yeah, that's what I don't like. Patch yourself up, everybody. Infantry is kind of powerful if you use them correctly.
Awaiting orders.
Give me marking. Also in the multiplayer, drone mules only cost intel, so this army is even nastier, I would say.
That's close enough. Understood. Hold it ground.
Right. I just lost most of my anti-infantry because of a single porcupine that decided to go and say, oh, I can always hit you, have infinite, and have great AoE. As well as, you don't have a unit that can survive my barrage. Not to do anything about my barrage. It's not like you have a shield maiden, which works like the Avenger from General Zero Hour, where your units are instantly craft.
Location received.
Also, you can kind of see that the enemy does have a sort of vision, but they also have, well, far bigger vision, or like infinite high ground vision or something. Kind of hard to go and say exactly what the enemy has in terms of vision. Because I do kind of notice that, yeah, it's kind of cheaty what they have. I've also noticed it during Mission 3, where it's like, oh, one unit is up there, but they now have vision of everything. Therefore, they also go and have a range of everything. But look at this army, though. Like, it is pretty darn strong, and it's just drone mules right now. But it's also because this is just marking drones. Like, the enemy gets marked by something, and then, well, they're going to die. Oh, they... Wait. They do fire something that looks like a tempest shell, but it's not a tempest shell. Huh, that's interesting. Also, this just shows how much damage these guys actually have, that everything just dies.
You gotta get past me.
Constructing. Unit is under attack.
That's close enough.
Ah, you!
Sir?
You need me? On my way.
Also for the, like, I think it's a Sentinel, I personally wanted it to go, I would personally to go make it shine out a bit more. Allow it to go and have another weapon, but that's a marking weapon only on rifle mode. Because right now, it isn't too good. In multiplayer, it's a lot better, I would say, as well. Because on multiplayer, what you can do with it is that in both forms it marks, rifle mode has more damage. Rifle mode also has slightly more range than it currently has, but in marking mode it has way more range, and next to having way more
On
range,
your command.
it also deals like extra damage.
Sir?
Like there is a bit of extra coolness going on with it. I really like sort of how it works, because it also does like AoE, I think.
Ready for a
Yeah, it does AoE marking.
flying over. Flying
So
over.
this is the Condor Bomber. The Condor Bomber is, well, somewhat sadly enough, not the best unit. But it's not too bad either.
You bet.
Best thing,
Flatten down.
well, yeah, you bet it's definitely not the worst. That title goes to the Dynasty Guard. Because what you can do is you can do this. You can stealth them
Commence bombing run. Aerial bomber.
and then basically get the hell out of here. The sad thing is, as you can see, it, well, doesn't exactly have the most damage. It can be slowed by your self-gunners, and it can die pretty easy.
Sir?
So the reason why I waited with stealing this one is because I can now steal it really easy, and I think it should be safe actually for the rest of the mission. Only really the enemy porcupines and some units will really try to attack you there.
Move out. Affirmative.
Oh no, please. Don't go and kill the wheels too much.
I'm on it.
You see how many bullets it actually took to kill that one guy as well.
Moving out.
Our base is under attack.
That's probably just a normal attack wave, I think. Yeah, it looks to be a normal attack wave.
Constructing.
Yeah, let's just go and build some more turrets here. Also, one of the things that I have is that these lasers have 30% more range. So look at this. They have 4.5 range. Wow, I've seen it go even further. I've seen it go as crazy as like 5 something. As well as with the trebuchets now, like their networking has 7-8, which is like,
Ready for a flyby.
that's quite a bit of range you got there, buddy.
Sure thing.
Construction complete.
So let's go and see if we can go and stealth bomb these guys a bit.
Ready for contact. On my way.
You're just going to be 41 troops though. Oh,
Ready and waiting.
come on, Condor Bomber.
Confirm target zone. Flying
Our
over.
base is under attack.
Be sneaky.
Flying over.
In a sense, I'm also kind of happy that the Condor Bomber isn't as overpowered, because I'd rather not deal with another form of Orca Bomber.
Enemy assault incoming.
For everybody that doesn't understand what I mean with that, Orca Bombers are a pain. Also,
Active camo.
that's a
incoming.
line officer.
Dispatch.
Now he's gone.
You need me?
That is
Understood.
one of the main uses for the sniper, I would
There's the
say.
scientists. Let's get them out before the Dynasty can retaliate.
Our harvester is under attack.
Marking mines away! Screw you, enemy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Mid base setting up.
So now we have N marking lines and normal guys.
Under attack.
Ah, you can go and fight me all you want. It doesn't really matter. The troops are still going to go and die.
Hold it there.
Hello there.
Buzzing. Stay right there.
Oh no, the SAM site sees my drone.
As I can. Patch yourselves up. This shield's too tough. Get back.
Oh boy, yeah.
Holding ground.
Of course you are there.
Close enough. On the ground. You gotta get past me.
That wasn't a flamer, that was a freaking porcupine.
Standing by.
On dispatch. Understood. On my way. Deploying mandate.
Unit is under attack.
Yes, and
That's close enough. Get back.
air support incoming.
Ready and
Wow.
waiting.
Guess air support isn't necessary because these things are slow.
Attack.
En route.
Yeah, no.
I'm there. You bet.
Training.
We also go and have our sky crane still
Carrier report.
somewhere. Hello, sky crane.
Yes.
Hello, engineer. Let's go together.
Away we go. On approach.
Understood.
I actually did not know infantry would be this busted.
This shield's too tough.
Oh boy, yeah, infantry is busted, sure.
On the ground. Confirmed, HQ.
That flamer definitely agreed.
Engineering.
Ah, I guess I took them out with the AoE. Normally speaking, there's supposed to be mines here and mines here. There's a mine here. For infantry, it doesn't matter. Infantry doesn't set up mines, only vehicles.
As soon as I can.
Unit ready.
On my way. Understood.
Ah, see, more mines.
Unit ready.
On call.
Yeah, if you set it so that your troops are basically going to go and be
Infantry.
for those with abilities and those that are not, it becomes so much easier to go and organize a lot of troops in this
You
game.
got it.
On dispatch.
I really like the option to go and just say, nah, I don't want to go and have this.
Holding ground.
I don't want to go and have all of these units.
Sir?
Nah, let's not.
Stay right there.
Let's not steal enemy tech this round, even though we could.
Suppressing.
No, we are not going to suppress the enemy, we are going to go and blast the
Holding
enemy.
ground. On my way.
Also, we're just going to go and leave them there.
Incident report.
So, I had 41 before, and
Location received.
I just had 33, so it's like, yeah. Lost a lot of troops. Yeah,
Tools ready.
Ready to move out. Riot medic
I guess I also want some more drone operators for this army.
On hold.
Just because.
Training.
Understood.
And maybe some assault gunners.
Training.
And this is why I really like the system where it's like, oh yeah, you have this much supply.
Stat.
Okay, so we also took care of that one.
Holding ground.
Training.
Confirmed, HQ. On my way.
I always like to go and take this route rather than, well, this one or this one. Also, you can blow up that bridge if you want to.
Counter, looking. You bet.
Also, we are going to go use some condors. Because I want to. Because condors are kind of fun to go and play with as,
You bet.
well, very simple and basic units.
You need me?
I should have given them an A move command rather than a move command.
Training.
Shells charged.
I hope the shells are charged, because we're not going to go and do a lot of good without those. Ah, we're out of here!
Engineer.
Unit ready.
Engineering.
Tools ready.
Sky Green. Moving to LC. Acknowledge command.
Who wants some?
Sir?
Catch and lazy. I can take them. In motion. Ready to fire. I see you. Appreciated, Jet. Acknowledged.
Knowledge. Really makes you feel like the old Command & Conquer in terms of like what
Unit is
voices mean and do. Holy. Dude, what the heck? It is about StarCraft, I think it might have gone better. If I cloak him.
additional silos required.
I don't know if this is actually an attack wave or just a random wave the enemy set. Or this is just an actual like patrol wave that the enemy has.
Flying over. On approach vector.
Also, this is why the Condor Bomber can sometimes be a bit of a pain, I guess.
Damage and aggression. Riot medic reporting. Understood. As soon as I can. Hold it there. Got it. Don't even try it. Stay right there. This shield's
Well, and there goes the entire enemy army.
location received. Med base setting up.
Ready and waiting. Sure thing.
Aren't we missing one? Don't we have 5? Or did we... We lost one again.
I'm there. Commence bombing run.
Oh yeah, we lost one, of course. Well, screw you, bridge, you're out.
Shells. Deploying smoke screen. Counter. Looking
Well, I guess you would be a bit nicer if you guys actually wanted to attack a bit earlier.
Deploying smoke screen. Flying.
Get out of here, please.
Ready and waiting.
Oops, that was wrong. Set them over 1. Oh well.
Ready to move out.
Yes, ready to move out indeed. So you cannot repair this bridge. This bridge is just broken forever. Oh, would you look at that?
Understood.
Wait,
As soon as
What?
I can.
what are you doing here?
On my way.
The enemy harvester apparently decided to go and say, oh, it's very nice to go and take a 50-kilometer ride.
That's close enough. Stat.
God, there was so many just basic riflemen that I probably lost again. Because porcupines are fun.
On your command.
Or maybe even drone operators as well.
Yes, command. Roger that.
Location received. On my way. You gotta get past me. On the ground. This shield's too tough.
Well,
You gotta get past me. Stay right there. Confirmed HQ. As soon as I can.
I do feel like the sniper is sometimes a bit slow, I guess, in her attack speed.
Understood.
Enemy assault incoming.
That's close enough.
And that causes her to be a bit like lagging behind it.
Stat.
Well, there goes the enemy airfield.
Buzzing. As soon as I can.
Also, we could constantly keep on doing this because we don't really have to care about any attack wave and, well, anything else our opponent wants to throw at us.
That's close enough. Suppressing.
Our army is just now a stupid A-move ball.
Confirmed HQ. Stay right there.
Which is sometimes, I guess, the sad part about this game, that you can very easily just create A-move balls and nothing can really stand in your way.
This shield's too tough.
But that's how, sadly enough, many strategy games goes. I would say that
Location
at some point you just get so many forces are so strong that it's better just to go and only A-move.
on my way.
Strategy gets thrown out of the window in a strategy game, which,
Understood. Location
well, if you think about it, is a sad statement.
as I can. Confirmed HQ.
And again, porcupines!
Midway setting up.
Porcupines and assault gunners.
Close enough. Suppressing.
Fun units to play with, bad units to play against, and especially porcupines against, because
Don't even try it.
the fact that you cannot dodge them is the thing that pisses me off the most.
That's close enough.
That really is the thing where, for me personally, it's like, that's the line.
Patch yourselves up.
If I could dodge them, fine units. But I can't. So they're not fine.
On my way.
Also, please hold ground, you. Yeah.
Location received.
Yeah. Also, you can see the enemy just produce a unit, which they do use real money for, actually. So, if you want to go and make sure your opponent doesn't produce units, you actually need to go and take care of their money,
As soon as I can. Confirmed HQ.
which is rather funny.
Location received. Holding ground.
Also, the biggest problem with this army, I would say, is that you can never really tell what units are
Hold it there.
actually the strongest.
You got
Like the drone operators and the drone mulers, I know that they're just strong. They're just strong because they are strong. The sniper is also probably doing something here and there. And please kill him, please kill him.
midway setting
Oh no, there's another one!
can. Confirmed HQ.
Kill him.
Location received. Understood. As soon as I can.
And that's the assault gunner.
Holding ground.
Luckily the enemy backs off after a bit, but you can't really tell how good the field scouts are doing because everything's just going to go and die. Like, yeah, they have 3.6 range, whereas to an assault gunner here, he has 3.5. They also do 36 damage, which is like,
Received.
that's actually quite a lot if you think about it.
Try it.
Then everything's already dead before you really notice anything happening because of, well, I would say just the pure power of the drone muler. And then the fact that they also go and have AoE, which makes them really just disgusting.
This shield's too tough. Confirmed HQ. Understood. Stat.
Because even if you have 75% reduction, if you just deal, well, crazy damage as these guys do, like, 165 per cannon shot per shot. Like pure drone mulers. Wait, do we even have one that is not? Yeah, all of them are, well, at least veterans. So. So let's just go and build a basic one. These are, of course, a lot of them are veterans, so we can truly see it there. Let's also take care of this enemy, well, wave. Yeah, just double clicking it also brings you here. So normally they have 80 damage. If you mark something, they have 132.
Unit is under attack.
Next to that, their drone, look at this, 70 cannon damage. Wait, we don't have the networking drones yet. If you have the networking drones, holy shit, those things become disgusting. Which means that, well, a lot of the damage they're dealing right now isn't even the max. They can do so much more damage with their drones as well. Like, hit like 100 plus damage, which do AoE. So let's go and see this one here. 87, yeah. So yeah, they're not even the ultra disgusting. Hunter tanks, however, like, let's go and look.
Anywhere you say.
Here, 114 damage per shot. Where it's like, eh?
Not a problem. Discharging laser. Blasting. Relocating network. Too easy.
Wait.
Of course.
Oh, he got left behind because I gave an attack command. I was already like, wait, why am I hearing the comms officer? Where's my riot medic? He should be first. He should be the one speaking. Not the other guy. But yeah, I also like how the council said, like, you're a flawless record, even due to I lost and a riot medic and a comms officer. And some other things. So it's like, yeah, the flawless, no, good, yes. Flawless in the sense of campaign completion, yes. Flawless in reality, no. I really also like that in this game you can actually play with the infantry pretty darn well. And not have to go and worry about them all constantly dying every second. Like, sure, the lighter infantry, you do kind of have to go and worry about that. But at least the field scout can go and sit in the back. As well as the drone operator, well, the drone muler at least has some defense going for it. And the only real threats I would say that there are, like the trebuchet and the porcupine and matchstick and... oh, maybe a large amount of assault gunners, but the drone mulers I think have pretty decent rifle defense. Yeah, they have 60. So it's even going to go and take them a bit of time before they're finally through the drone mulers. Damn, that's actually a lot of drone operators that I have here. Yeah, I think the drone mulers drones do like 132 damage or something stupid. Or at least with, well, and the networking upgrade that I have and the other bonus, so... The slowing effect is pretty nasty. I really wish, like I said, like there was some easier way to go and partially mark with this faction. Or this faction, this army group. Like, as well as, well, I would say then, also a method of dealing marking and, well, rifle, like the assault gunner kind of. A marking rifle, assault, drone dudes. Also, as you can see, the enemy power is offline. Because the enemy, yes, they do have power. I don't know if they play fair with their power or that they're just cheating. Also, yeah, that's them also disabled.
Enemy assault incoming.
Now that's very nice for the enemy assault. Because right now we have taken care of everything. Also their defenses are offline now. So.
Base is under attack.
Oh no, our base is under attack. And where are you? Sky crane. Go over there. Then I want 2 more sky cranes.
Understood.
Yes, go over there. So at some point this infantry army just doesn't really die. Which is really nice. Also, it's kind of funny that the person that gives like movement speed to everybody is constantly in the back of the army.
Aerial bomber. You bet. Sure thing.
Aerial bomber, you bet. You bet he's an aerial bomber. Not necessarily the best, but he is one.
Stand by to receive. Ready for
So.
away we go.
Oh no, look, an enemy attack wave. But we took care of all the structures, which means they're spawned in. Do you know what's even worse, actually? These helicopters aren't even filled. The moment they get here, or they get here, they just spawn the troops. Yes, they're filled with more troops than they're actually allowed to.
Harvester here.
Which I find rather, well, funny / ridiculous. Okay.
Aerial bomber. Standing by.
Unit ready.
You.
It's GDF. Can you get us out of here?
Yes.
Transport the scientists to the hospital.
I will indeed transport the scientists to the hospital so we can move on to the next mission objective.
Acknowledge command.
Oh wait.
Sky crane.
So, yeah, we've already cleared the entire map and did everything we had to. Also, the sky crane is now invisible, which is very nice. We just have to go and do a bit of boring things, really.
Primary objective accomplished.
Commander, I'm picking up chatter on the Dynasty lines. They're holding GDF engineers by the river. There may be an easier way through the back of the base. Let's go get them.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. Wait, I just heard a Dynasty guard die.
Engineers located. More Dynasty will be here soon. Let's go.
Oh, they can come over and play if they want
Thanks
to.
for coming back for us. They had us working on a heavy weapons platform. Something that needs a lot of tempest. We only saw part of it, but we got out with some data. Our research division will want to see this.
Yes, they do.
Location received.
Oh yeah, that's the lot. I'm hearing orders to counterattack through Dynasty transmissions. So we should...
If I could beg the indulgence of the commander, I have been informed that the Dynasty have detained a few GDF civilians. If you'd be so kind as to bring them in, I'm certain the GDF Council would be most grateful.
Well, you heard the man. Let's get in there quick before the Dynasty can mobilize.
Well, I wish the Dynasty could try, but they can't anymore, because we took care of everything. Also, when you complete some objectives, enemies will also spawn in, so that's why I'm sending my entire army here. This is the Hijacker. The Hijacker is kind of unique, because, well, she builds up tempest shards, she has explosive rounds, which are good against infantry. She can go and disable structures. She doesn't fire too fast or from too long range. If you have napalm grenade, she also does it, but her ability is way cooler. As you can see, it costs intel, but in return for that, we take control of enemy vehicles.
Loud and clear, command.
Also, she is permanently stealth.
Ready for pickup. Keeping us
So the bonus objective for this is, well, steal the vehicle, get the so-called civilians, because those look like are malicious to me,
I see it.
into the riot van, because of, well, the completion of the mission objective. Also, the enemy base is here, so then you can just go and put in a sky crane, as I'm doing right now. Move the sky crane all the way over here. Oh, more RP. That's actually a very big drawing if you think about it. And
standing by.
then we could go and allow them to go away as well. And then the GDF Council comes pick them up in a helicopter. I don't know what happens if we shoot that helicopter down, though. So, and let's just drop off the engineers. And we're done with the mission.
Primary objective accomplished.
Mainly one with infantry, which was kind of fun, actually.
Commander,
I hope the council had fun with their little PR stunt.
I hope so.
Maybe now the rest of us can turn our attention to the war. See me after you finished up here. We need you back.
I'm finished here, so... Finish with this mission. So, we took 50 minutes. That's also because we used infantry. So, let's go and see. We lost the harvester. We lost 3 trebuchets because that was a dum-dum. We didn't build any. Okay. Killed 165 units. Did 35k damage. The assault gunners didn't do that much, actually. If you think about it, how many we had and how long they were in the army. Drone operators also... Well, they also didn't do too much, if you think about it. Well, the hunter tank did a bit. The comms officer, if you consider how long he was fighting, also didn't do too much. Then we have the scramblers, who, well, we didn't use a lot, and also did very little. And then here we have the unit that almost did half of all the damage we did in the game. The drone muler. If you then consider it that, well, the field scout also did pretty darn good damage, yeah. They did very well. Well, the grenadiers we didn't use too long. The sniper, if you consider actually like how well the sniper did. Like the sniper also did pretty well. And then you have the Condor bomber where it's like 41 units, 20k damage. They barely did anything. Yeah, it does look rather funny. Also, you can see the militias that we lost because of, well, the mission. But yeah, drone mulers really did do good. And, well, I guess the field scouts did a lot better than I was thinking, considering they outdamaged the assault gunners. And, well, from here we decided to go and use assault gunners when we went through this entire place. But we also bombed them with frickin', whatchamacallit, on their bombers a bit. So. Oh, then we have the laser turrets. 33k damage from the 6E, so that's half, and the rest, yeah, tempest artillery. So the defenses also did pretty well, and it was divided between the two. And if we then look at the grenade turret, who barely did anything because the tempest artillery is just that much better. But anyway, I want to go and say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Until next time, where, well, we're going to do one of the harder but also interesting missions.